Moving on to the main card, we have Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Kevin Borjas. I do like Ronaldo Rodriguez. I am a fan of his. I did watch his first two fights in the UFC. He got a submission in the first one and then a decision in the second one. His second fight, I was betting a lot on him in the UFC Sphere card for Mexico City last year. He did get basically KO'd in the first round, then basically submitted in the first round, and was able to rally back in the last two rounds. He's good, but he's not amazing. He's kind of just like a wearing on you fighter, just trying to get you up against the cage, get you down, and just kind of drain your energy. Not super deadly on the feet, decent jiu-jitsu. He's fighting Kevin Borjas. I don't think he's that good. Just really basic striker on the feet. Really just 1-2 leg kick, 1-2 leg kick. Not anything really magnificent coming from Borjas. Rodriguez just really needs to put the pressure on Borjas, get him down, try and just wear on him, keep top control, try and just win the rounds, win minutes on Borjas. Rodriguez should be the safe bet. I think it's pretty close. He's like minus 150. It is in Mexico City, so obviously Rodriguez is a Mexican fighter. I think Borjas is Peruvian, so it is clearly the hometown favorite, Rodriguez. I'll go with Rodriguez in this fight. I am kind of biased to him. I will warn you of that. I do like him, but he should be the safe bet, bias aside. Next fight is David Martinez versus Simon Oliveira. I do like David Martinez. He is younger, like 26-ish, I believe, or Oliveira is like 32. He is really good, fast hands. It is pretty impressive to see him close the distance and just rip like 3, 4, 6-shot combinations to the body. Oliveira's kind of, again, like a decision, like point fighter on the outside, just touching you, never really doing any damage. So watch for Martinez to close the distance and finish Oliveira, honestly. I don't see Oliveira lasting all 3 rounds with him. Next is Raul Rosas Jr. versus Vince Morales. Rosas is the big favorite. Obviously, he has the super heavy grappling style. If he doesn't get the submission, you saw him against Rodriguez where he slows down and then the takedown attempts get stuffed faster and faster. Morales isn't that bad, honestly. I don't think he's amazing. I guess if I had to choose, I'll go with Rosas just because he has the momentum. He's a younger fighter, but Morales is a dog, honestly. I've seen him take a lot of damage, give a lot of damage, so I'm surprised the odds are so wide on this one. It should be a lot closer. Morales is honestly a pretty good underdog for like plus 300 or whatever he's at. That's a good shot at winning plus 300 for Morales to win that. Next is Manuel Torres versus Drew Dober. I do like Manuel Torres in this fight. I think the line's spreading more towards Torres going towards an underdog. I think he's like minus 105 right now, and Dober's like minus 120. Torres is the taller, longer fighter. Both have knockout power. Dober's not really technical. He's just a big, stocky brawler, pretty much. He's just trying to close the distance and just throw his haymakers. Torres isn't the most technical guy either, but he does have a bit more range and a lot of power. I do think Torres, this fight probably won't go to decision. I don't see it going past round 3 or after the round 2. It probably won't start in round 3. So you could do a bet where fight not to start round 3, or you could just go with Torres like I'm thinking. And I think he'll probably finish Dober probably in round 1 or 2, honestly. The co-main event is Kevin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. Mission to gold, Kevin Gastelum. He's just gone on such a downhill slope the past few years. It kind of sucks. I was a big fan of his, honestly. He had that really cool war with Adesanya. He's just been losing ever since that, and he really can't get his footing again. He's fighting Joe Pyfer. Pyfer is just like old power, basically. Big, tall Philadelphia guy. He's just throwing big uppercuts and big haymakers pretty much, but he seems to be catching everyone he fights except Hermanson, who was able to just wear on him. Gastelum has to get him against the fence and just try and take him down. He can't stand and try and trade with Pyfer because Pyfer will win. I don't really care for him, but if I had to pick, and I think the odds are showing it, it's like minus 350 Pyfer. So this fight honestly might not. I think a lot of people are thinking that this fight won't go the distance, but Gastelum has a straight iron chin. So even though Pyfer throws heat, Gastelum could survive all 3 rounds and go to a decision. So maybe honestly over a round and a half, over 2 rounds in that fight, just going straight off Gastelum's chin and how tough he is. So going into the main event, it's Brandon Moreno versus Steven Erceg. Moreno is probably one of my more confident picks on the card. He does just have so much more experience than Erceg. I think Usyk only has like 6 fights in the UFC, and Moreno's already had the championship twice and fought for the title in like 6 championship fights. So definitely got the experience on Moreno's side, got the home crowd on Moreno's side. He does. The thing with Usyk is he had a good fight against Pantoja, and he wasn't even that amazing in that fight. He just went to a decision and lost 3-2. He just is kind of an outside point fighter, has like 1 or 2 knockouts. I think one of the knockouts were against Matt Schnell, who's absolutely terrible and gets knocked out by everybody. So that doesn't even really count. And then Moreno, I hate Moreno, the way he fights, actually. Just his dumb little, like some old 1940s, you think it's like a bald guy with a mustache, the way he's like putting his dukes up. That's the way Moreno's always standing with his lips all perked up, but he'll probably win this fight just going off his championship experience. It probably will go to a decision, maybe 3rd, 4th, 5th round stoppage, but look for Moreno to win, and the later rounds he'll probably get a win in decision or a late round finish. Those are my predictions for the card. Most confident picks are probably Brandon Moreno, Manuel Torres, and Lupe Godinez, I'd say, are my 3 most confident picks. If you put them together, you could probably get like plus 350 action on that. So ride with that, and we'll have a good night on Saturday. I'll see you all next video.